Okay. So just want to welcome you guys tonight to the I call it semi-handmade, our semi-handmade spiral notebook class. I call it semi-handmade because we are using, well, I use just regular 70-page one subject notebooks these are from Staples, but you can get them anywhere where they have a 4:1 pitch, and you measure a 4:1 pitch. If you use a ruler, 4 of the holes will make up an inch. That's how you know whether it's a 4:1 or a 3:1. 1 inch is 4 holes. So that's how you measure if a notebook is 4:1 pitch. And we take them from this to this. Still same interior, just gonna design our own covers and then rewire them. There's that. So the first part is the fun part, which is designing your covers. This is not a design class. This is to show you how to do notebook class, but I will do a couple of covers in Canva just so we can get the dimensions and then go through the whole process of printing them out, cut it, sizing them and putting them in the laminate and then punching them and reattaching them to the notebooks. Cool? Cool. All right. Nobody in here is a newbie. I think everybody at least has taken one class from me. Nicola, you took a class from me before?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So everybody, y'all know me. All right. What I'm gonna do, my whole spiel. This recording is for you guys. It's not gonna be sold or anything. So there's also that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and are you taking this class because you have never done this before or you wanted to figure out how to do it? Does anybody do handmade notebooks already?
First time for me.
For you, Devon?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Miss Colbert? Nicola, you do all things paper. I'm surprised you haven't done this. This is basic. This is basic compared to the paper.
Never done it before.
Surprised. I'm surprised because you're queen of cricket. I need to take a cricket class from you. And if you guys, if you could drop your Instagram or website or both in the chat, just so you guys can follow each other, because I know who you are and what you do, but everybody may not know who you are and what you do. So and where was I? Where was I? Canva. Okay, so the Canva size that I'm using to do the notebook covers is just 8.5 by 11. Nothing fancy. And these are the covers that I've already put together. This is the one I already have printed out. And I print out the front and a front cover and the back cover. We do both. Well, I do. Everybody doesn't. Some people, depending on the type of notebook you have, some of the notebooks I know Jasonica and I spoke yesterday, and she said the notebooks that she usually gets from, you said Walmart, Jasonica?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's no problem. They usually have the thicker, I guess, what's the craft craft paper looking, but thicker cardstock on the back, or what do you call it? It's not cardstock. I haven't been in notebook land in a long time, but they have the thicker back. These ones from Staples just have the cover is pretty much the same. It's kind of weak. So we want to use that for the back. So it's totally up to you, but I like to do both front and back so that it's sturdy on the front and back. And I'm using, I gave you a supply list. So the lamination sheet that I'm using is 10 mil, which is, I always say, if you're a planner girl, it's like happy planner grade. It's that's the thickness of it. You can definitely use a 5 mil laminate. But the 10 mil just makes it's the sturdiest notebooks. These are probably all these that I made there. Probably I made these last time. I said a year. They're a year old. I made these last summer. So they last big year. So yeah. All right. I heard something. Let me check and see what that was. Nothing. All right. So you guys need help with design or no? Because we can do some design or we can just because I don't know are you guys just watching or are you gonna make a notebook with? Do we have equipment? I don't know. Tell me what's going on.
I'm just watching. I'm just watching as well.
Just watching. Okay. Everybody.
Yeah.
I know Jasonica told me yesterday she didn't get the binding machine yet. So okay. So this is an instructional class. That's fine. All right. So the next question is, do we want to do some design or do you just want to learn how to do the notebook?
I'd like to see at least one cover, just the process, please.
Okay, no problem. All right.
Me too.
All right, y'all. So y'all, I'm gonna do what y'all asked me to do. Woo. So let's see. So, boom, boom. While I'm making this new cover, I'm gonna go ahead and download this second one because I only downloaded the first one. So I'm gonna download this first. Don't pay any attention to what it's called up here because I actually reconfigured it from something else. And also, if y'all hear a mewing or growling or cat sounds in the back, that is our cat, and she's getting on my nerves today. Okay, I don't know if she's in heat, it's her period. You know, cats, it's a girl, I don't know. But she's having she don't like it today. She's not having a good day. She's making that noise all day. So I apologize in advance for the sound effects in the background. Because she's not gonna stop. And she also not gonna go nowhere. I'm trying to be sensitive to her. But she didn't get on my license today. And she's actually my daughter's cat, and my daughter was at work all day, so it was just me and Boba. That's her name. I did one, and now I'm going to download this one, so I can go ahead and start printing them out while I'm doing the other one. Because I'm using my Inkjet tonight because I haven't used my laser printer in a while, and so I haven't bought toner for it, and so we're going with Inkjet tonight. So I usually, my go-to for printing covers and things like that is my laser printer, just because of the quality of the print. It gives the best bang for your it's the prettiest. It prints the best. So, but my Inkjet is great. They're both HP. I use a HP Envy. It's actually kind of old. I probably had it for 3 years. 7855. It's a photo printer, but it prints well. And then because we're laminating it, you're always going, you're going to get that gloss, so you don't have to really worry too much about what it's going to look like at the end. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'm listening.
Do you measure yours right at 8.5 or 8 by 10.5?
So I'm gonna print them. I'm gonna print them out at 8.5 by 11 because my laminate sheets are actually 11.5 by 9, and I do that so I have space to cut them down. And you can measure your, if you want it to be exactly like your notebook covers, you can measure, cut them down as much as you want, but you just have to remember you're going to have to leave an edge around the laminate. So this is and I also like, because I think it protects the pages more, because you can see it's not it's not lined up. It's a overlap. But if you want yours smaller, cut smaller, you definitely can.
So you don't cut your lamination sheets down at all. Well, I guess we'll get to that. You leave your
I do. I cut them down some. Depending on the design of my page and stuff like that. But we'll get to it. But yeah. And the other thing I like about using the laser printer, it prints. Let me not lie. One of them print borderless and one don't. I think I can get borderless on the laser printer. I think that's what it is. So I'm printing that, and then I'm going to print the other one, and then we're going to get to the design piece. All right. And then and the other thing is, if you have a machine that doesn't print borderless, it's okay, because you're going to cut it down a little bit anyway. So I don't stress out about the fact that it's not borderless either, because I'm going to cut it down anyway a little bit. I don't know why that one didn't open like I wanted to, but it's fine. And print it. I don't know why this keeps defaulting the landscape. I'm glad I'm paying attention. Girl. All right. I got it. Now back to Canva. Go ahead back to Canva. And I think I'm going to go to my folders and let's see. Let's see. All right, let's do Glammarks. And I'm opening these up. Oh, I got some new ones I haven't used. I got a million I haven't used, but let's do, in the spirit of the holidays are coming, let's do some these with the packages. All right. The first thing I use I like to pull in all this excess, because it makes it hard to manipulate sometimes. Let's see. Let's see, somebody else has a different outfit on. Put her. Just want to position this one to the bathroom. This lady, let's make her centered. See what else. About her. Say that. Oh, yeah, I can't see what her head looks like. Let's do not this one. I'm going to maybe one of these. Let's see. All right. Maybe her. All right, I'm gonna rearrange. I just want to get their sizing right, and then I'm gonna arrange them the way I want them. All right, let's see. Move her. This one. Move her over here. Move her right here. Move her here. Words. Okay, once I get them how I want them, I'm going to all right. So now I'm going to group them so that they move as a one, right? And I am going to center it. So I'm gonna take position. So it is already centered in the middle and the center, so that's great. And now I want to add some text. Something cursive, but maybe not this. Undo, undo, undo. And let's make it bigger, but let's look for I want script, but I want it heavy enough that I can put a shadow behind it and make it stand out. So that's what I'm looking for. I don't know what color to do the back. Let me see. Let's do the background first. Elements. I think I want to do a red. Maybe I wonder if I put in peppermint stripe, will it come up red and white? Let's see. Reference, no. Let's do red stripe. Let's see. Do that. And why did you disappear? Stripe. Undo. All right, let's see. Trying to figure out why it disappeared. Let's see. Wonder, can I make it a background? To back. Move this up a little bit. I wonder why it's disappearing when I hit the edge. I don't like it. Let me delete it. Let's try something else. That's not working for me. Let's see. See if I say red. Diagonal. That might be better. Set images background. All right. Much better. And I want to say, I still don't like this text. Nope, I don't like that either. Y'all just determined to be down here. Let's see. Want to say, so I found the right font I want. Let's see if I go to, I want something scripty. Yes. This. Then make it gold. And then do effect, shadow, make it black. Transparency. Or this. That is better. Nope. Shadow is better. With the black. So, is that too hard to read or no? What y'all think? Let's look at it in a full. Let's look at it full screen. Appreciate your tips. What y'all think?
I like it.
Looks good.
Look. This. So I'm gonna duplicate it to do the back. I'm gonna take the words off. I think on this one, I'm gonna show you how you can brand it. So I'm just gonna put the Creative Brown Girl on the back, but I'm gonna use the same font. I'm gonna take it down. It's not gonna be this big either. Smaller. And I'm going to stretch it out. Right. Just showing you that you, even though it's the back of your book, you can decorate it. You also can put, you can put your website back here. You can do your QR code back here. The QR code. I'm just gonna put my URL in. Creative Brown.com. And then you can customize it. You can change the color of it. I can change it to red to match. You can make the margin larger or smaller. And then you can just click generate. So, under, I say group first, then position center. All right. Okay. So, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and download this one. 6 and 7. And one more. And I'll do the back page. I'm gonna download that. And I'll print this out. 3. Print. Oh. And let's raise the print. And print this one. And here we go. Today, portrait. All right. that's it for the computer. So I'm going to switch out. Let's see. When I close that. And stop the share here. And add the other screen to the that kind of camera here. Video. Right. And see if I can add it to Spotlight. Okay. All right. All right. So I have my this is my double duty board. This is a scoreboard and a okay. This is a scoreboard and a scoreboard is for cards. Scoreboard is what you use to score lines when you're making greeting cards and when you're making things that fold. So this is it does both. It's a paper cutter and a scoreboard. So it does two things actually. And as my handy dandy, this came with my TruBind. It is a crimper cutter. What do you see? It cuts the coil and it also crimps the edges so you can tie it up at the end. Layla, I don't need the negativity in my life. Okay. Oh, I got two angles. Oh, she's saying I got two angles on my. Okay. Yeah, I have two angles. Yeah, I'm doing two things. Okay. Two dose. Sideways. Nope, it's not gonna stay like that. That's fine. Okay. All right. So first things first, I'm going to cut my. I have my laminator heating up too, so just so you guys know, let's see. I'm gonna see it. See it. You see it. There it is. And then this laminator, it's on the it was on the supply list. It is Tamerica SM330, and it laminates from 3 mil to 10 mil, so 3, 5, 7, and 10. So 10 just means it gets really hot. So we're gonna cut down our maybe I'll only put the other one on Spotlight, so it's bigger. There we go. All right, so I am going to. I'm actually gonna. I want this to be. I'm gonna do 8 by 10. We'll do 8 by 10, so I can. So I can make the laminate sheet 8.5 by 11, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna cut this down to 8 by 10. All right. Okay. And then I'm gonna do the 10. That's 1, 8 by 10. Do the same with the front. Do 8. Mhm. 8 and 10.
You're cutting that at what?
I'm cutting it at 8 by 10.
8 by 10? Okay.
I'm cutting it 8 by 10 so that I have, so that I can, when I add the laminate, I can cut it at 8.5 by 11. All right, so.
So you do yours, I'm sorry, a little different than I do. I don't cut mine until after I did the lamination. So that's a new way too. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I cut just so I know I'll have enough space around for the lamination. That's why I cut. I just want because you always have to have that border, and sometimes if you leave this too big, then you have less space to work with on the lamination sheet. I almost always cut it all the way down. Cut it down. All right. So now I have these cut down. I'll do 1, do 2. So I'll do this one as well. I'm gonna do it 8 by 10. You've been doing yours with the cinch, Jasonica?
Say that again, Hatane?
You've been doing when you do your notebooks, you've been doing them with the cinch.
No, I do my notebooks by hand.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me that. You've been doing them by hand.
And because I want to try to be versatile with the 3-in-1 or the 4-in-1. So I'm just trying to see, is it more feasible to get the 3-in-1 or the 4-in-1? Because I kind of want to go up on my notebook sizes from 70 pages to 100 pages, but that would require the 3-in-1.
They may, I'm sure there are some 4-in-1 pitch. It's probably just this time of year, I feel like they have this 4-to-1 pitch and closer to back to school. Or you probably can find them online, but then it's figuring out whether or not it's you can't measure it the way you want to when you buy it online. That's what I'm trying to say.
But I will tell you, Hatane, doing these notebooks, they are one of my biggest sellers, especially with the little brown babies on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that, our kids don't see themselves. It's more than when we were kids, but it's still not enough. It's not enough different kinds and, and then, because we are women, a lot of us cater to making images for girls. So then boys not having notebooks with themselves, seeing themselves on them, that's a whole different thing too. All right, so I have my front and back for both of these.
I think that's something that I'm going to change too when I do this next batch is do a matching back cover. But if I do that, I'm definitely going to increase my price.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. All right, so now we're going to take the laminating pouches. These are 10 mil. And like I said, you can use I wouldn't go less than 5 The 3 mil is just really flimsy, but you can definitely do 5/1. One more. 4.
Hatane,
Man.
have you ever done the method that Misha had talked about with sending them to Staples?
I have not, just because of money,
Yeah.
it's a great idea.
I tried to go through it and go through the process, but I didn't see the paper that she was talking about or, the process. So I'm gonna send her an email and see if she could kind of do a class or explain the process of going through that.
Yeah. So the pouches I usually use open from the short end, these open from the long end. So the machine always tells you to feed them in by the closed end. So these are going to get fed in the long. And it's been heating up. I've had it on for a while. You always got to remember to preheat your machine. And then I'm turning the motor on. And here we go. All right. And I do notice that my inkjet probably needs the nozzle cleaned or something because I got the little lines on it. It's not really noticeable, but if these were, I'd have an attitude. That's another reason when you use the laser, you don't have to worry about that because it's a dry. The laser is a dry technique. It's toner, so it's a powder they put it on the page, so you don't have to worry about the streaks and things like that. It's no ink. That's another plus for your laser printers. Mm-hmm. The back page. Like I was saying, it's really sturdy. Mm-hmm. And I usually run them through twice just because I want to make sure that all the edges are sealed so that when I start cutting them, I don't there's no air trapping there so they don't open up. So I usually run them through twice just to make sure that all my edges are sealed. Mm-hmm. I had to let the people upstairs know they're a little loud. My tenants, I had to let my tenants know I'm a little loud. They're a little loud. These look pretty good. I'm probably not gonna, you can look around the edges to check the seal to see if it's sealed all the way close to your edge. And these are good. These aren't, I don't see any mistakes. Sometimes when you run them through, you might see a gap. So these are good. So I'm good. Still nervous Nelly, so I'm gonna run them through one more time. I'm in awe of people that this is all they do because it's a time, it's a little time consuming, kind of a little time. And also, don't forget that you could also, if you wanted to, you could decorate the inner, like you don't have to leave just white. You could print double-sided or even put two sheets in here because of the thickness of the laminate. You could actually put 2 sheets in here and design behind that. Somebody is down here being an echo, repeating everything I'm saying. You want to teach the class?
Oh, yeah.
No, thank you. They're not gonna learn anything.
I think we'll.
So
They write about my life story. I'm like 13 years old.
girl, you're not almost 14. You just 14 in 6 months. Oh. Well, I'll tell y'all the story of her talking to me. This is probably the first time she talked to me about Friday. She's been mad all week, but she's mad because I told her I wasn't a friend. I was her mom. All right, so now we're gonna I wanna trim this down. Right? I'm gonna trim this down to what I say, 8.5 by 11. This is thick laminate, so you gotta do full pressure. Get your edges. Right. Eleven. What did I do? 10. What did I do? 10. Let's see what will be better. So I'm gonna use my crumbing tool to just snap the end off, and then This actually came with the TruBind machine. Did I say that before? I mean, you can buy them separate, but this one came with the machine, so I didn't have to buy it. So, and then you just, once you have both ends off, just roll it. Just rolling it on out. Just roll it right out. Just roll it on out. Careful you don't let that spiral get on the floor and you step on it, because woo, it's not cute. It's like a little piece, like a little metal splinter. It's not good. Apparently, it has happened to me before, so I know. You always use this as a guide. You always use your cover as a guide if you want it to be exactly the same size as your cover. I'm just using it for the length because I don't want it to be way too big. So just lining it up to see how much excess I want here and here. Because this is actually, this cover is 10.5. Now that I'm laying it here on the board, it's 10.5. So I don't have to make it 11. I'm gonna just go ahead and do 10.5. Mhm. This right. So one. And this is one. It's the length, not the width. I know I want 8.5 wide. And one more. Make sure that it's a gallon. All right. All right, let me match them up. Make sure they are even. They are 8.5 by 10.5. know what I forgot to bring up? My corner rounder. I have a little situation around the corner. Well, we ain't gonna worry about it. All right. I'm gonna lay my inside pages to the side. Just a second. And now I'm going to get my binding situation. Right. And you can count your holes. You can lay this down to count your holes, but it is if you and you can move it, you're gonna move your guard. Once you get the binding machine, this moves, the guard moves, right? And you move your guard, you loosen it up, you move your guard, and you set you line up your holes at the farthest end, which is 43. And you line your guard up to so use this sheet, use this to line up your guard. And then you take your cover. And you can make sure it's all the way into your machine. And you're also going to decide how deep you want your holes to be, because there are, turn it around. On this particular machine, you can change the depth of the hole, how deep it is on the page. So lost it. Where did I put it? It's what I just used to measure. Where did it go? Oh. Yeah, I didn't go anywhere. So where did it go? This is not it. All right. There's a measurement here. It's either 4.5 centimeters or 6.5. The depth on this is 4.5 centimeters. But if you want the holes to be in a little further, if you want this part here just for a little bit extra protection, to be deeper into the cover, you would pull this out and make it 6.5. But I'm going to leave it at 4.5 because we're already using a thick laminate, so we really don't have to worry about it pulling up. It's for people who may be making covers that are with a less durable. This may be, you may be afraid this is going to get some wear and tear. I'm going to leave it at that. Trying to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to take the cover and Place it all the way in to the machine. And then I'm just gonna push it down. Right back. Right. Let's see. Right. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with back cover. Make sure that it's laying the way you want it to lay, right? Make sure that it's matching up. Gonna do the same. Make sure it's pushed all the way in. No. Hold on. All right. Now, take your page. Line them up. Right? Just want to line your pages up with your covers. And then on the other side, we can do the same thing. Now I remember why. All right, so they are lined up, right? And I'm gonna get my coil. These are this size coil is this is a 1/2 inch, this is the 13 millimeter. And then if you wanted to make a thicker notebook, you had like if you wanted to put 2 notebooks together, then these are 1 inch coils, I think. No, these are 3/4 inch coils. So these are larger. These white ones are larger. So we're gonna use the 1/2 inch. And I also think I have
Today you order all of them off of Amazon?
I actually didn't order any of these coils off Amazon. I ordered them from Lamination Depot because I bought them at the same time I bought the TruBind, and that's why I got the TruBind machine. But they can be bought. TruBind has a store on Amazon, so you can buy them right off Amazon, and they're coming from the TruBind store. But yeah, I got these all from Lamination Depot. So these aren't the smallest coils I have.
So how today?
I'm listening.
You can use any size spiral with the 4-in-1. Okay.
Yeah, I'm using any size. I could take 2 of these notebooks and put them together and use this larger coil. And then if you go on the Lamination Depot website, it'll tell you which coil, how many pages each coil will hold. Like it'll tell you how many pages each coil will hold, like up to how many pages. So you want, so you'll know which one you actually need. So, and then the easiest part is you just start feeding it. And then once you do it one time, as long as you have them all lined up, it's just going to automatically go. You don't even have to. If you see I'm not you just coiling, and it goes right. This the therapeutic part. This the part where it just you like you gotta make sure the holes are lined up when you're doing it. And then just going. So once you have your coil all the way through, the way you cut it, you're gonna the crimpers have one side has a dot on it, so you want the dot side up and facing. You want it facing your notebook like that, and then you're gonna clip the coil at the highest point and just squeeze, and it gives a little bend, and so it doesn't come out. And then you flip it and do the same thing. You want it pointed parallel with the bottom edge. Choose the highest, or make sure the dot is on the top, and then you just it cuts and crimps at the same time. You do it that way, and then crimp so that it doesn't come out. And that's it. There's your notebook.
Hatene, how come at the top and on the side is white?
Because I cut it.
Okay,
Because I'm that's what I'm realizing. I'm like, oh, that's why I usually make it bigger. But yeah. So it's just that I cut it down too much.
okay, so it's best to do them at 8.5 by 11.
Yeah, because you want to cover up the white paper. Yep. I would just cut off the minimal, the edges where the white is, cut that off, and then use the whole sheet. So I'm gonna do this one like that so we can see the difference. I'm glad I ain't trying to learn. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. I'm just gonna cut off the excess on the edges from the border at the printer did. Yeah. This one. Oh, there's a little mismatch, but guess what? I'm gonna cut it down a little bit. Keep it going. Bottom even and right. Oh. Two more sheets of lamination. One more again. Please ask questions if you have them. Oh. Trash off the table. Trash here. Oh. That's happening. Practice notebook. Okay. Like this. Everything looks sealed. Just take this coil out of this one. So, now, all right. So because the laminated page, we're not going to cut it down this time. We're going to cut it down a little less. Let's see. So this time I did 2, so now let's do 8.5 by 11. Which I was gonna do the first. I'm just laying this down, making sure that the colored area covers the line pages. All right. And I'm just going to cut this down a little teeny bit. Eight and a half. Probably 8 top. Make sure you're holding it steady. Right. By 11. Right. 4. Do the same here. It's to be even. Mhm. Mhm. 11. Mhm. Mhm. You still can use your original cover to line up your dots. Your still gonna use your original cover to line up. Because you want it to match. You want to make sure that the holes, move your guard back a little because this cover is larger. But you're going to make sure that your holes still line up evenly. And then you're going to put your guard back to the original. I'm going to make sure that your guard is where the laminated cover is and that the holes, and then you push it all of them. So what I did was I laid this evenly on the, I'm laying it evenly on the laminate cover. And then I use this guide just like I did before, I lay it where the holes are on the machine. I move the guard so that it is flush against the laminated cover. And then you can take this off.
Are you gonna make the depth a little to the, not the 4.5, but the other one, since the laminated sheet is bigger than the actual of the cover?
I'm gonna pull out to the next one, which is 6.5. Officially a little deeper.
Okay.
Yeah, and it says it on here. It says 4.5 and 6.5. So it's written on the little knob.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Mhm.
It seemed like that thing give your arms a workout.
It does. It does. Like if you're gonna do a lot of them, you're gonna I usually stand up. I usually stand up and do it.
And that's the one you sent us the link to?
Yes, this is the one I sent it up to. Yeah. I'm just gonna do the same thing again. Make sure that it's lining up. But it should be the same since I use the same measurements for the front and back. That's just for my own edification. And then knock it down. It's also not light. It's a little bit heavy. And covers. Make sure that my holes line up. Both line are perfect. Guess what? I did it on the wrong edge because it's not matching. It's off. So the front, the front to back goes like this, but my holes are off. I have it's extra here. All right, so I have to do this back cover over. Trial and error sometimes, y'all. But you want it to be right. So I'm gonna print out this back cover one more time. But if it was double-sided, I could just flip it over. But I'm gonna print this. Huh?
Does the TruBind allow you to punch both of them at the same time?
Yeah, it will.
Okay.
And I never do. I never do.
Does it hurt the machine since
no, it won't. It actually will punch up to 20 sheets of paper at a time or 4 sheets of PVC, which this is pretty much comparable to. But I never do.
Okay. So do you recommend?
Because I like doing it the hard way, I guess. I should have, that would alleviate the issue I just had. So I'm gonna recommend that you punch them both at the same time.
Okay.
Because that would definitely alleviate the issue I just had. So let's print out one more. And if I stop looking at myself, I probably could do it. What do I want to do? Minimize this. Escape. There we go. That's the button I was looking for. Minimize this and print out one more. Fortunately, it's black and white, so it's not going to take all day to print. All right. I'm going to print it. Thank you, Jasonica, because sometimes you do things one way for so long you don't even think about it. But yeah, that's a whole step I could take out. Janae would like to hear me say that. She like, if you had SOPs, you change your SOPs, you know. She the SOP queen. She's like, see, you need your SOPs. I can't wait to tell her. Like I told you. But yeah.
Wouldn't that SOP more so be used if you had more than just you?
No, no, because think about it. You need your SOPs in case you go down, and you need somebody else to help you or do, run your processes. You would need that SOP so you can get it done. So you can get the person to do it the way you would do it, like the way you package your things and all of that. So that's when you need that's when you need the SOP as a sole person, if you're the only one doing everything. If you get sick, you're it. That's all you are. You are all you got. So yeah. So she that's where her presentation is on, realizing that as a craft business or a creative business and you one person that you still need that. You need to have your processes in place. One, for that reason, so if you go down, but then also two, if you're going to expand in any way. If somebody showed up and like, hey, we want to make your thing and you don't have any documentation on how you do your processes, how can you give it to a corporation or company if you suddenly had people to help you do the thing? You still would like to have your processes written down so people know how to help you, how to do what you do. Because we don't want to be doing this by ourselves for the rest of our lives. Why do you think so? I don't want to break this. I don't want to break. One more laminate sheet. One more. Let's do the laminator. And then I think I'm gonna use the large coil, so I'm gonna open up two. I'm gonna do two notebooks. Just so you guys can see that how that works. How the coil size works. I hope I'm not boring y'all though. Y'all so quiet. And I know it might seem like a lot, but once you start doing it, it's really, I've knocked out a bunch of these in one night. It's just set your stuff up, uncoil them all, have the pages lined up, print them, laminate them, set it up, and then punch them and record them. It seems like a arduous process, but actually. All right, put that to the side. Now, I'm going to I cut this down. Some I did. Cut this down. Ready? One more again. Y'all can still see what I'm doing. Yes. I just can't see what I'm doing. Okay. We're gonna put this down to match this one. Set it. 8.5 by 11. Right. Make sure we got what we want. Make sure it's even. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. The air conditioner's on. It's trying to blow my pages away. And put something on top of it. Make sure things lined up. Okay. So bottom of the line and the side of the line. Okay. And again, make sure we're doing that right. Okay. All right. All right, let's see. Okay, let's even this. This is the way I want it. This back. All right. Lined up. This is the way I do this. All the measurements are the same. Yes, I'm lined up. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Now we're gonna get our pages. Put them in that book. Line them up. Line it up. Line our holes up. Right. Put it lined up on the back side. Not page came off. Make sure it's lined up on the back. And now I'm gonna put here. Feed it into this first hole. Do it from the top, I can making it too difficult. Make sure you don't know. Thicker, so take a little bit more, get it through the hole. Now you see it. It'll just twist in the foil through. Now, TruBind does have an electric machine. There's this exact same machine, but it has a mechanism on it that will, the electric part of it is just the coil insertion. It doesn't, it's still a manual that you push down. but the coil insertion is electric. So if you don't want to do this, there is a machine that will do the coiling part. This one is one. Trying to hold them together because it's thicker. So a little more detail. Still works. Same way. This is the coil size that people use usually if they're going to make planners or some type of detailed big book. So, but you can use it for your everyday notebook as well. And the same thing works if you're going to do, if you're going to make your own pages, you can still use the same, it's the same process. You just end up, you just have to punch the pages as well as the cover. So if you're somebody that wants to make their own pages, it's the same process. You just print your pages out and then use the machine to print out everything. Use the binding machine and you bind all of it. Punch the coils, you punch the holes for your pages and your covers. Almost done. And the deeper depth does protect your notebook pages more too, because they're not so close to the edge.
You said the deeper depth does what?
It because your notebook pages aren't so close to the edge, it protects them. Like they have a like a little edge of protection over them as well.
Is it? It seems like that the bigger coil is a little bit harder. Is that true?
It's because it's more pages to go through, so
Okay.
it's not.
Oh, you doubled that one?
Yeah, I put two notebooks. I used 2 notebooks to make this. So this one has 140 pages as opposed to 70. But I know someone else that I know that does this, she usually just uses a binder clip to hold it into place. To hold the pages in place. That way you don't have to worry about them shifting while you're coiling.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you're smart, girl.
No, I wouldn't say that. I just didn't know no other way.
But yeah, that is definitely a piece you can add to your supplies as a binder clip to hold your pages in place while you're coiling. I need to add that to the supply list. But I'm done. It's all coiled, and now I'm just gonna do the same thing I did to clip my edges. Make sure that the dot is on top and it's parallel to the top edge. pinch. And then do the same thing for the bottom. Yeah, this one is much neater, and I'm gonna use my corner. I'm gonna get my corner rounder and round the corners. You can do it with scissors, but I have a punch that rounds the corners, so you're not poking folks. But yeah, this one is much neater than the first one, but they both look good. Here's the two.
I
Yeah,
love those, Dr. Nay.
thank you.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, I like this. I like this though. I like this. If I must say, I do like this. False lady. Two more notebooks to add to my to my stand. I'm supposed to be vending on Saturday. DC has a something called Art All Night. They have it is a arts event across the city, and 22 different neighborhoods in Washington DC are hosting an Art All Night either on Friday night or Saturday night. My neighborhood, Congress Heights, is doing one Saturday night, and so there will be music, a midnight brunch, activities, kids activity, all kinds of stuff, everything, and from 6 p.m. till 2 a.m. So it's Art All Night, and there are vendors, arts performances, a fashion show, a lot of things, but all to support the arts community. And 22 neighborhoods in DC are participating this year. So depending on where you live, you go to the one close to you, or some people just travel around the city and go to a bunch of them. So
I'm coming to see you, girl. I'm coming.
Oh, you are? You coming?
Yes, I'm going to come.
Okay. All right. So I'll be I'm probably gonna be really close to the Arts Center right there on Martin Luther King, MLK, but yeah, of course I'll be posting about where I am and everything, but yeah, that's usually where I've gone before, and that's where I set up. Last time I vended inside the Arts Center. This time I'll be outside. So it should be cool. The weather's supposed to be decent, and it's fun, and the street is all lit up, and I'm going to be sleepy. I already know. Because it starts at 6 and it's over at 2. So though I don't sleep in the house, I know sitting out there, I'm going to be asleep. So I hope these kids know they're going to be running shifts with me or coming up there to keep me company, somebody. But yeah, so that is, does anybody have any questions?
I have.
Okay.
What is it? I know that everybody's prices are different, and everybody prices according to their costs. But what have you seen as a general starting point, let's say, for a custom 70-page notebook, as such as you did today?
These are about 15 is my base price. Usually 15.
Okay, I like it. I thought you were gonna say 20.
Usually 15 is my base price. On my website, they're usually like $19.99, but when I do events, I usually do 15 and 2 for $25. Event prices be different most of the time, but these will probably be 15, 2 for $25 at the event.
I do mine have been $8. And I've sold them very well. One thing that I am going to shift and do, I'm sorry, y'all, I got my screensaver on, forgive me.
You're right.
One thing that I am going to shift and do on my next batch is to do the the cover as well on the back. Now, when I do a cover, the decorative cover on the back, I am going to increase the price, but for and that's on the 70 page. If I go up any more sheets, of course, that'll dictate the price. I've been doing a couple of 3 subject and a few 5 subject notebooks, and those have been definitely more up in the $15 range. It just depends on if I get the notebooks on sale, because I kept it at $8 because of my costs to make them really wasn't high, especially when school supplies were done and I was getting the notebooks for 25 and 35 cents.
Okay.
Yeah, because these are leftovers. Like these are the ones I had that I bought at the beginning of the school year last year. I don't even think I bought these this year. These notebooks I have left over. I had a lot. I probably bought 100 when they were 25 cents. I had 1 million notebooks in here.
Yeah,
and I sold them. Yeah, I sold a lot of them when I was doing a market, a neighborhood market, like twice a month last summer, and so I sold a lot then. And the lowest I was on at the market is $12, and then 2 for $20.
Okay.
And mine have always had the front and back cover done.
Yeah, I just do the back. I've just done the back. But that's definitely something for me to think about, is increasing the price, because it takes up for additional printing, ink,
right?
An additional
And a little bit more time.
lamination.
Yeah, a little bit more time. Yeah.
So yeah, I think 2 for, what do you say, 15 or 2
Yeah.
for, or
15, 2 for 25, or 12 and 2 for 20.
15 or 2 for 25, or 12, 2 for
And
20.
2 for 20.
That's
Yeah,
not
now this big one I might sell for $20. This fat one.
Indeed.
Yeah, this is nice. I like it. This might be mine. This one might be mine. I'll make another one. Nicola, what you think? You about to jazz yours up. She the pretty lady.
Look, you know I'm over here plotting.
You about to do some paper cutout ones and then laminate, and it's gonna be all. I know. I already know. I already see.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get into it.
I know. I see it. Then you
Look,
just come back. You just came back from Vegas.
Yeah. Don't look at me.
You and that baby been all over. Y'all been everywhere.
Yeah, no, we needed to get away. We definitely needed to get away.
All right, friends. If there's no more questions, I'm gonna get out of here, and I'm going to once it's finished processing, I'm going to send you guys a recording. It should be ready. It should be ready tonight, but at the latest in the morning. And then I'll send a discount code that you guys can use for the next live class you choose to take. And I know the only thing I think in October so far, what I have coming up, I am going to do a print on demand greeting card class. So that's more of a design class. And then how to upload it to 2 of the print on demand sites to do greeting cards. And next week I'm doing a gift wrap class. So using POD to do gift wrap. So that's the gift wrap class is my last live class. And then also next month I'm going to do the Lulu, the journal with coloring pages. I'm going to do a Lulu class. I haven't done a Lulu class in a while. And I recently did a line journal, but it has coloring pages in it. So I'm going to do that next month. That'll be an October class. So if you're interested, you'll have a coupon to take something off. And that's it, y'all. And I hope y'all getting ready for Black Friday because it's 64 days away. My countdown is back on. I took a little hiatus last week because I had the challenge. I didn't post it every day. Y'all see my spiral coil ring. But I'm back. So 64 days till Black Friday, y'all.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Y'all have a good night, and I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
As
Good
always.
night, everyone. Good
Thank
night.
you. Good night. Thank you.
Have a good night and a good weekend.
Too.